What's up everybody out there? Welcome back to the channel, guys. CHILLSCISSORS here, and we are back. And something amazing and incredible has happened since the last time we posted our last video, guys. We have surpassed 500 subscribers. This is amazing. It's an awesome achievement that I do not take lightly. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you guys for sharing the content, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and just interacting with this crazy, passionate video game community. You guys are awesome, and we're well on our way to 600. I think at the time of this video we're right around 530, 525, somewhere in there. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for each and every one of you interacting and getting me to where I am today. I want to just thank each and every one of you again. But back to today's video. So right back on hand, we're kicking today's video off with a Time and Dime video. That's going to be 5 games for the Nintendo GameCube you can get for right now under $20 that will be worth your time and your dime. So your initial investment and the actual sheer fun that you actually get out of these games are definitely worth it. So, and this is my personal opinion in no particular order.
Number 5.
That's going to be iNinja for the Nintendo GameCube. This game came to me whenever I was a child, and it was a borrowed game, and then it wasn't until many years later when I actually got my hands back on it. But for under $20, you can't go wrong. This game offers a lot of the best elements from other games. What I mean by that is like Super Monkey Ball. There's Super Monkey Ball elements in this where your ninja can attach himself to a ball and work his way through and around the levels. Some of the levels are actually componented directly for this mechanic in the game, but challenge your enemies and ruthless bosses, and involving there's just tons of. You can use shurikens, swords, blowguns, rocket launchers, guided missiles, and much more. Gravity-defying gameplay. You can run along the walls, swing from things, take out lots of platforming action. But for what this game offers, it is well worth your initial investment of, I think I paid around $15 for this game. But I prefer to play on the Nintendo GameCube. It is available on other platforms, but I prefer, obviously, the Nintendo GameCube way of playing it.
Number 4.
With that one out of the way, we're moving right along to the second game in my top 5. And this was going to be a copy of Calibur for the Nintendo GameCube. This is one of my all-time favorite platform fighters. I have a lot of platform fighters at my disposal, and I'm a huge fan of them. But this one particularly really touches on my nostalgia factors. As an addition, it has one of the most iconic video game characters, which is none other than Link, added into the GameCube version of it. So whenever you have an opportunity to play as Link in a platform fighter, I am all over it. But over 15 warriors, both familiar and new to the Calibur franchise, collect and use over 200 weapons and items in an all-new weapons master mode, which is probably one of my favorite mechanics in the game, where it mixes it up. It's not just your teeter by difficulty, so on and so forth, like your standard platform fighters such as Mortal Kombat, etc. So this one actually gives you somewhat of a campaign to play through, different areas, different characters, different scenarios, and certain matches where you have to defeat your enemy using etc. attack so many times, so on and so forth. But yeah, for I believe I bought this for $7.95 from a local game exchange. So yeah, if you haven't checked this one out and you're interested, definitely check it out. It's worth your time and dime. Alright.
Number 3.
So this next one is picking up a lot more here lately with the news of Metroid 4 Switch coming out. So we will see how that goes. Right now we know nothing. We just got a teaser trailer, but you've probably already guessed it by now. But this is Metroid Prime. Whenever this game initially launched, then it was interesting to say the least, because everybody knew and recognized the Metroid franchise by its side-scroll Metroidvania gameplay, which was so iconic and fun in its own. But whenever they came out with a 3D third-person shooter, or first-person shooter, sorry, then they completely took the franchise by storm and really showed what potential that this gaming franchise could be. And they go on to make Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, which that one would probably, if you found it in the wild, would probably be over $20. If you were to buy it in a retail or eBay environment, you might get it under 20, but most often than not, I got this one like the last for $7.95 from my local game store, and I definitely do not regret it. So whenever you play through this, I mean, just from the music aspect alone, the soundtrack to this is so good. Sometimes even whenever I'm just editing videos or doing odd projects, I will just put on a loop a copy of the soundtrack for this game. But yeah, do yourself a favor if you haven't done so already. Again, for under $20, you can't go wrong. You will love this game if you're any type of way about a first-person shooter that was made with love. Number 2. So got that one. Moving on again. So this one's going to be, I believe my wife purchased this for me for a birthday gift. So this one's going to be Simpsons Road Rage for the Nintendo GameCube. You can probably see the price that she paid, which was $17.95. So as most of you know, Nintendo GameCube games are not cheap. So if you come across one that's decent for under $20, that's to me considered to be a win. So this game, a lot similar to Simpsons Hit and Run, where it's kind of that taxi crazy feel to it, the crazy taxi feel where you jump in the car, drive around, and all this stuff is happening. It's going crazy. But over 30 hilarious characters, 6 huge worlds, 2-player split screen mode, which is an awesome feature. Real character voices. So again, they went back to the original characters from the Simpsons universe and utilized them to the best of their ability to make it seem that more real and that much more enjoyable. Voice actors alone play a huge part of the your ability to submerge yourself and your ability to enjoy the game, really. Like, for example, if they took Master Chief and got a new voice actor, if they took Sam Fisher, which they wound up doing unfortunately, but Sam Fisher to me was such an iconic voice in the video gaming community. But she paid under $20 for this, and I have definitely got $20 worth of fun out of it. So much enjoyment. And if you come across it out in the wild for under or at this price, you'll be doing yourself a favor by picking it up. It's a lot of fun. Check it out, guys. Number 1. Alright, this next one I bought on a whim whenever I was younger and I was going through like a Spider-Man phase. Spider-Man is such an awesome character in the Marvel universe. You get so much from the aspects of him being bullied or him being in school at a younger age, to him having parent problems, etc. There's so much to relate to with the character of Peter Parker. And I loved the comic series when I was a kid as well. So whenever they came out with Ultimate Spider-Man for the Nintendo GameCube, then I was all over it. So the art style to this game is so well done. It looks like you're literally playing in a comic book world. from the panels that pop up. You know, be legendary. Peter Parker swinging through the city. The controls do it justice. They work pretty good. The story and the characters that pop up, and just from the sheer art from the case alone, it's showing that iconic Venom character, which is one of my all-time favorites as well. But if you guys come across this one, I picked this one up for under 20. I think it was actually $19.95, so it's on the higher end of the spectrum, but under 20 nonetheless, so it definitely made the list. So that is it, guys. That's going to be 5 games. Yes, 5 games under $20 for the Nintendo GameCube that would have my Time and Dime recommendation sticker put on it. So if you come across these in the wild, then I don't know, take a look at them and see what you think, and if it's worth your initial financial investment of under $20, and then give it a go. I'm all for it. I've played all of these games. I've finished all of these games, and they definitely earn their place up on my game room shelf. So that's the video, guys. Thank you all again for tuning in, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep this gravy train going. Let's get up to 600. That's our next goal. 600 subscribers. We're well on our way. Again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for each and every one of you. So thank you for following me along on this crazy journey. And again, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. If you're still here, then thanks for sticking through. Till next time, peace. Mega Man!